Okay, man, this is serious. It's just you, me, and Shu now. We took a hit losing Santo. A big Alton Brown-esque hit.
Wait, we're still gonna do the Film Geek Primer, right? We can't let the dream die and disappoint our fan.
Of course we're gonna still do the primer. Sure, that womb raider and her Joe Black may have stolen him away, but all we gotta do is come up with a way to steal him back.
God, it must be rough for a film geek out there. I mean, nothing to watch but hackers and Cool World.
We need to find a way to lure him away from gainful employment and back into the dead-end world of video podcasting.
I've got an idea.
Lay it on me, Slick.
It's kinda harsh.
Harsh is good.
We just do the podcast ourselves, only we do a piss-poor job of it.
I think we can do that.
But, in order to make it so that he can't stay away, we make it about something very near and dear to his heart. Like, maybe his favorite director of all time?
You don't mean...
Oh, mean it I do, my masked comrade. We're going to do the worst, most poorly researched episode of the Film Geek Primer ever. And we're going to do it about Santo's favorite director, Akira Kurosawa. Oh, you're right, T. This chair is much more comfortable without pants. What? Oh no, I couldn't possibly eat another bean burrito. Oh, we're rolling. This week on the Film Geek Primer, we're going to be discussing the fairly decent director, Akiva Kurosaga.
Whoa, what?
As an Asian man, he first gained notoriety as the original Manchurian candidate, but after losing the election in a landslide of Mao Zedong, he decided to go into filmmaking, switching himself from Chinese to Japanese.
He lived through some of Japan's most turbulent years, including the bombing of Dresden and the Teapot Dome scandal.
His first film, Seven Samurai, was quickly followed up later that year by Seven Samurai and a Little Lady, starring Burt Reynolds and Alfred Molina.
Akiva Kurosaga made many of his most famous pictures with the same actor, Takashi Fumuni. These films include Kundun, Flower Drum Song, Tea House of the August Moon, and Rumble in the Bronx.
After their amicable parting, Takashi went on to star opposite Audrey Hepburn and I think that guy from the A-Team in Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Mishko Raitri, I protest! Classic Asian cinema.
Akiva was heavily influenced by American westerns. In fact, his films Last Samurai and Ronin he often referred to as Easterns.
He spent the years of 1942 to 1944 as a guest of the American government at the Manzanar War Film School, where he honed his craft.
You Klingon bastards! You Klingon bastards! You Klingon bastards!
Aside from being too long and boring, the films of Akiva Kurosaga are occasionally mildly entertaining.
Occasionally mildly, to say the least. In some circles of Romania and the Upper Volga, he's considered one of the 150 best filmmakers of the last 25 years.
Alright, that's it.
Speaking of Romania, Kurosaga also went on to make films based on Shakespeare plays, such as Hamlet and Biodome.
Don't forget to mention that he was also a pioneer in the use of stop-motion animation with his film Throne of Gumby.
It's Akira Kurosawa, not Akiva, you idiots! He is and always will be Japanese. He was never Chinese. The Manchurian Candidate was not an election. It was a movie by John Frankenheimer. Mao Zedong was not elected. He exploited the power vacuum left by society after the war. Seven Samurai was not his first movie, and it did not have a sequel starring the Bandit and Doc Ock.
So does this mean you're coming back?
Countless awards for his contribution to the art form. And it's Toshiro Mifune, not Takashi. That was the guy in Revenge of the Nerds. You even had his picture. Manzanar was an internment camp, not a film school, you ignorant It was a war crime.
Sounds like he's back, my good friend Dub. This means we can look forward to many more episodes of the Film Geek Primer.
Yeah, we did it!
And while he may have been influenced by westerns, he most certainly did not
call me when he gets some pants.
He didn't make Ronin or Kundun or Rumble in the Bronx. And to call his movies long? You don't know anything about cinema. Which one of you brought up Flower Drum Song? More racism. Is this what happens when I go away? Well, I can f***ing assure you we are going to do a Kurosawa episode right.
Fine.
Yeah!